Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The award for the political program of the year radio going to Ekosiisen of Asempa FM. Ekosiisen Asempa FM.
Political program of the year radio Ekosiisen. How did it end? And the host of the show, OB, steps up to pick the award.
Congratulations, Ekosiisen.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The winner, radio program of the year 2018, I beg your pardon. Asempa FM's Ekosiisen. Let me come, ladies and gentlemen.
The CIMT radio program of the year, Ekosiisen. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMT radio program of the year, Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM.
I have to say something about Asempa and Ekosiisen. So we're all worried about what's going to happen to Ekosiisen. Look at what Obi has done with it. I listen to Ekosiisen all the time. I mean, I have to admit, sometimes I listen and I get some ideas for the program because they come before us. So yeah, so like tonight we're going to use some of their content. So I have to have that. Obi, I've never told you this before, but I think you've done a fantastic job.
Samuel Atachi, Honorable Minister,
Asempa
in charge of
FM.
Works and Housing, Member of Parliament for Ebuakwa South.
Yeah,
that's
time I have that. If I have any aje, na any man that down never to accommodate so. When we say Ghana, that wakuma so. Sounds when the makuma so.
Yeah.
And here na Oman in Peja.
Chairman, Kojo Boateng, Akwaba na pom to saying.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Oba de other room. Obi so me hu watch kakra.
Papa.
I don't be so Mr. Count, but they are say okay. They mean that is Obi de me body you mean time he's a fine gentleman.
Yeah.
He the Australian policy. So they abedu. Na ye che busuafo nyina o me wa brochira itie wo but busuafo good alawe. They love you too much. You see?
I think
you are doing a great job. Obi.
Yeah.
Say me pa ebo nyina ne so beto aso de awoye.
Amen.
Na uya juma say na your encouragement. Say there is a bright future ahead of you.
Yeah.
Keep it up. You ask intelligent questions. That be I make sure me say I told you now me tifie na fe u bisa na fe u nipa na answers na. E wo mu ana de abewo me say Obi arrest my case. Why are there?
Obi.
Yes.
You check here for you now.
Check for Joe.
Any other for you now. Program you say we do say hana so nyina tie. Hana ndi fo nyina tie. Sama for correct you.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM.
Na said that we are tentene ho. Na yesu su adwen. I betimi dia bo man kana. And say be how and somehow papa.
With a great respect, Obi, Asempa moyebi. And you continue to do better. Especially Obi questions I would tell beside there. Hey, I think I'm yet to see Obi our contest too.
Thank you,
Obi.
Bibi Aboko.
Yaboko. I was there.
Good.
Official part.
Asempa FM.
Yes. Sometimes it's not easy to find me.
Yeah.
It's good to be here. We started here years ago. No. So I think you two have come now. You are doing a great job. I will continue to support for as long as it's possible.
Kofi.
They will turn against them.
Boem constituency for
Boem for Joe because we program Omumfa in the agro and they listen to it a lot and also you are doing very well. And let me use this opportunity to congratulate you. More platform program award. It's a great award. More you are there and you are doing so well. People will criticize you, but that is the success. Some of them, it helps you to listen and then do more. That's why you are winning the honors. And that's why you are winning the honors. And keep it up.
Asempa FM.
Your Excellency, Akwaba na Otren.
Hey, Obi, Yamina Dumiahui. Bibia Boko, me chete fupa. Na mabahan me who de Zamasasa, Wabrabo. Sande Obi and the minimum Secretary Crowd this year. Oh yeah, nationally. The level, baby, we'll do Royal. Wow, that's great. It's great. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
You see, that has always been my philosophy. We hasn't there, happen. You know, as the trees grow, others come up. Yeah, it's painful work. I'm also the children. That's it. On normal. Abraboy, the normal man so to it's really a pleasure to be before you at Asempa. And this is the first time Samara me pre Asempa FM. Oh yes.
Asempa FM.
Now what you makasasa. Me ba chance wa dan networks. But network mu ya santwa ya Asempa FM. Network mu asanting ni Ekosiisen. Network you mu ya bonwa Ekosiisen. Ena network ya ye kan wasem emu na yiri Ekosiisen. Ena network mu ochingine Ekosiisen. Ena network mu gamanche Ekosiisen. Ena network mu awula efi ho Ekosiisen. Na watwi makasasa me ba chance wa dan networks but network mu ya santwa ya Asempa FM. Network mu asanting ni Ekosiisen. Network mu ya bonwa Ekosiisen. Ena network ya ye kan wasem emu na yiri Ekosiisen. Ena network mu ochingine Ekosiisen. Ena network mu gamanche Ekosiisen. Ena network mu awula efi ho Ekosiisen. Na network mu tobi Ekosiisen. Timaka heavy dia na watwi dia. Bembra ko na born na nyomose mewie magruzo. Samuel Oku medasi obi.
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7. Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
Insecurity now oye your community amon. Oye we nom we them. Pia ono ne yerisien okrum ha. Insecurity now oye your community amon. Oye we nom we them. Pia ono ne yerisien okrum ha. Mebunin urusia obasehen. Obama ya brabo nya ye basa. Pia o me yen ko school. Pia o me yen
Asempa FM.
Timese me ati security mpe foka kra hodin wa kama. Pia we obese kwa makase. Say ya so engineer obesehen. Enna mofoba won wi no ni rate no oso. O ya de papa enka ye enka de mo bi num. Ebe fufuru we se menka wasam. Fufu beda ami fine. Onya ohwe. Na mo wi de na se aram na nimpanyifo a wodi na chirbe. Wo mo he na wi num no se kroi. Ene yo gangs. Mrenta wonyo fifiri kakra. No afa nkete na kan on kura no dangerous. Nkaka mezu osua. Ne payini ponu mo atene na nkaka besu osua. Ti masra hom. Ye ready na nanu insecurity na oye your community amon. Oye wi num wi dem. Ono na yerisien okrum ha. Mebunin urusia obasehen. Obama ya brabo nya ye basa. O me yen ko school. O me yen sien adwuma. Timese me ati security mpe foka kra hodin wa kama. We obese kwa makase. Say ya so engineer obesehen. Enna mofoba won wi no ni rate no oso. O ya de papa enka ye enka de mo bi num. Ebe fufuru we se menka wasam. Fufu beda ami fine. Onya ohwe. Na mo wi de na se aram na nimpanyifo a wodi na chirbe. Wo mo he na wi num no se kroi. Ene yo gangs. Mrenta wonyo fifiri kakra. No afa nkete na kan on kura no dangerous. Nkaka mezu osua. Ne payini ponu mo atene na nkaka besu osua. Ti masra hom. Ye ready na nanu ye ready about identify what group company ya la kire ho. Ya so ye bo betumi abo yin. yɛbɛkyerɛ security agencies no baabi a wɔyɛ dɛm ade no ne yɛntase wɔ kurom ha kora
Just out studio would report by somebody was say free Ashanti region. This should be worrying development for you, Meboa.
And not because of Massive Free Ashanti region. Me papa free Jamasi.
Oh, okay.
Jamasi ni ejuraso de ebeng. In fact, Massive will be so me Jamasi for no. Massive will be so ewari ejura.
Oh, okay.
Na odi no to nchen Ghana this year na ahwere won. And I will say again needless. Be afraid be fire discipline. So we are prosi and now we are soldier. Na a domo who face no omonye armed. You don't fire into them. Even with rubber bullets. Because you see, at a certain distance, rubber bullets can be lethal. Mentiasie me hu commander kra. Obetimi ama orders. Say wa wu create you. Na obia okra kuntima. A close range, and especially to say okay, you kneel. Yeah. It means that you want a direct body hit. Obi, min tiase na min tiase. Near because we promo yen hwege say no. Ebufu a ewo amaimu ha. Particularly ye mrantie ne ye mabawa. Say ye tokoso. Sa ebejinsem ebia obehena political cry mere frustration na mrantie so de enyina yetwem hoda sa ebufuo ba mrantie mu a ehu ntina mpanyibu bebi se wo hwe apapa hwe kwai yire
Asempa FM.
Wahwe ne yire abrantie wahwe ne yire oba ono
so de oba be.
Yes. Ebufu a ewufu som no ne ekosie ne eba e kira so wo ho wonim ne eba enti o se animu anadwu yara kasa bi koso se ne ebe ya abotoyemu ebeba na kina enkotin kensen enkofa baabi bi.
We have also arrested suspect Musa Kamara, a Guinean, on the 25th of June at Kibi. He was a member of the gang recruited for robberies by Joseph Kweku Abrifa, Elias Buzia, Elias Dada, Elias Nana, Elias Doctor. He is also involved in 4 robberies that took place in and around Kibi and the mining areas. Yesterday, as part of the security measures adopted by the police administration under the new anti-armed robbery task force strategy to curb robberies and other violent crimes in the country, intelligence from a source had indicated that some armed robbers were in possession of arms and ammunition and had concealed them at Ntoaso, a town in the eastern region. In response, the intelligence gathered the team from the National Operations Directorate, Surveillance Unit, and other combat patrol teams were dispatched to the location to retrieve the said weapons. On reaching the location, the suspected robbers took to their heels on seeing the police. The team began a search at the premises, and in the process, one of the suspected armed robbers, yet to be identified, who was hiding in the nearby room, opened fire on the police and hit the hand of one of our officers, injuring his 2 fingers in the process. The police officer is on admission at the police hospital at the moment. The police also responded accordingly and gunned down the suspect robber while the other escaped arrest. We were, however, able to arrest one again. And then when the team were moving from the place to headquarters, one of the suspects attempted to snatch the weapon on one of the policemen, and then he was also gunned down. So 2 persons were gunned down yesterday, and these are the items that were retrieved from them. 1 AK-47 assault rifle, 1 M16 rifle, 1 pump action gun, 1 shotgun, a pistol locally manufactured, 2,882 rounds of AK-47 ammunition. 2,882 rounds of AK-7.62 ammunition. 840 rounds of M16 ammunition. 23 BB cartridges. 1 7.62 cartridge, 7 machetes, clubs, sword, knives, crowbar, military camouflage uniform, and then traditional warrior smoke. If you see it, you think that I don't know whether it is his bulletproof or what, and some other items. So, together with all our collaborators, people are giving information, and we are proud of every Ghanaian who is giving us information. Without information, we wouldn't have gotten to arrest these people. And if you look at the quantity of ammunition, 2,882. If they decide to rob or cause problem, it will be very difficult to face them. So we appeal to
Ekosiisen on Asempa FM 94.7.
The CIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM. Are you ready? You are listening to the CIMT Radio Program of the Year, Ekosiisen on Asempa 94.7 FM.
Asempa FM. Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
A Wednesday afternoon, the 30th day of June 2021. We are back again with Ekosiisen live on Asempa 94.7 FM. It's been quite eventful over the past few days. More follow major news report, especially from the Ashanti region town of Ejura. In Sembebrina na Akoswo Enra, the live report every ho Ebremo enne. Yes, so we are covering all the angles to that story. Into the latest from Ejura live on Ekosiisen ma afidie and stakeholders didn't come up from the police to government to our reporters on the ground to family members of the deceased. And would have an extensive conversation around Ejura and in Samoa. SCC ewo into my video and enrounds mobekaya yene the honorable Boache Trematin Ejako, former energy minister, aiding come extensively on his role in the termination of the GPGC contract with the government of Ghana, at the time led by the Power Ministry. And he role in that whole process. There have been some reactions to that interview, and the reactions no and the backstory, some information about this whole government of Ghana, any GPGC deal, no, some very startling revelations are obepese onso obete. Yensaka correspondents bini idea was here nemo echemu and sem details of that on our show. Unimun so said the Greater Accra Regional Minister has been on a campaign to make Accra work. Now in Che, he declared intentions onion sellers and yam sellers bia no cry riabe no mo agbogbuloshi ana agbogbuloshi. Apparently, there is this market and you see what Munchain will be uncle. It why not you say baby almost is here or you won't every. He's met some resistance from the traders. And Honorable Henry Cote will pass through our show na Eddie a home come extensively where he is in that process and in Nyoma Opese Oye going forward. We have a really packed show for you later on in the discussion segment. Fortunately, and we have enough time. Euro 2020 match be anyhow. And we're going from now till 6:30 p.m. Your favorite late afternoon political talk show is airborne. Medindi Oseibo Nsu from Yobia Mejoso. On behalf of the production team, Dominic Kisi Yaboa, Nana Chumberema, Jackson Osei Ntiamwa, Eric Oparibi Befreno DJ Yayo, and a Queen Star Japan. Let me say welcome to you and thanks for joining us. Ekosiisen so Asempa FM. Some 25 minutes after 2. On my hand, I'm not here to say, you may hear some segment, never Bremo in Chibia, but I'm in Yanaboa for no assay. Sound of our time, Agbeve Herbal Hospital, Momo Milk, Yara Ghana, and a Las Palmas Food Center, Adriani Pefie. May hear some segment in so EcoBank Ghana, Awake Purified Drinking Water, Rockstars Roofing Systems, and Aquataps Purification Tablets. Interviews are on the show and including our one-on-one interview and also having insecticide spray and coil and Napa Foods, Hepa Plus mixture, Consolidated Bank of Ghana and a Mutlu battery, quality forever, Omonso Boye. The discussion segment Ebewie, Franco Trading Enterprise, phone Papa Pafie, Castrol, or say it's more than just oil, it's liquid engineering. TCL The Creative Life, Dependable Herbal, producers of Adom Malakio, and a Global Lighting Center Limited in Kania Pafie and the whole. Or a message, your WhatsApp line 0548 955 947 0548 955 947. Kaise, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram. Join us and let's stay interactive. Let the world hear from you. Who are Jentra Fabre? Mo share your Facebook Live. Patrice Lumumba upon or Bronx in New York. Yeah, that's it. Isaac Kwesi name and so sharing from a Memphis East. Wow, Memphis East or Western region. Was said Cropon Francis Yipe and so sharing in Sawem Kwame Jaban sharing Brian Lizan Jade. A Marvel House Soul Clinic on also sharing Alhaji Mahama Salia Fiura Banda. Was a family glued here to listen to happenings in our dear country. I hear you. Down below, Brimso Ape Wusika. Good afternoon. Also sharing on Facebook Live. Thank you for watching us. Komensa Ewa Pillar 2. Yeah, that's Citizen Francis. Sharing Piaga. Michael Ajano. Thank you. Onobu Sasa, where is the Christian Council and why are they quiet? Are they really quiet? Eric Techi, Michael Ajano. Okay, I've read yours. Ntimu amuguso Eshe, Ken Brobe, Shaban Ibra, and Muamgana Kria Muabuatin from Ablekuma Central. Munina Eadea Moshe and Yami Instramu Ene, Yawon Sempi na Ede Emamo. This one says, okay, or say, please, can I share a few thoughts during your discussion with Omanhene? This is my real-time experience during my recent visit to Ghana. Samuel Dako, also what Dallas in Texas, listening to us. Let's see how it goes. But Omanhene Kwabena Sanchez, Nasioman Akwaba. Boko there.
Well, Obi. Enye boko. Enye boko. Yedanyami ase for life na. Enye boko wo omaya. Before me proceed, wife. Very nice top. Yeah, wife. I'm all so young and fresh. Also, Tadian Casa de Yeman Quadano. The same thing, so penny for the also. Upana Unini. So we are Sanakasi, Chairman, yes, Chairman Amankwa, former Ashanti Regional MPP Chairman, my adopted father. Also, say, oh, you penny more. Open your floor penny. We say, boot to now, can was no. You won't pay for the old. Shed ya okay, say, and Quadana for you won't pay for with size one. And the Bibia and Quadawubino, penny moons will be all. And so you are looking really, really on. Yeah.
But I say, my Gillis. And
this way.
Oh, Gillis, ye Nipedion.
Oh, sir.
Yeah, Nipedion.
Okay.
Gillis. But my boutique, they were Asylum Down.
Okay.
Is it Ferres? Ferres Boutique.
Only Ferres for the days I was well.
Yeah, Ferres.
Wow. Hey, you know what time is it? I see. Pentecost elder na wako haizano. Modesty is key.
The Honorable Kojo Ponkroma, I'm a kind of sour Havana. So, Kojo Aquaba, na pom to say.
I hear there's going to be a shake-up in the police service.
Oh, really?
And I hear say Ibinumbe proceeding on leave.
On leave.
Na changes in Swaba hierarchy no top one.
Oh, really?
And
any information on
and two. Me say omudi release biaba in relation to committee to be set up by the Interior Minister. You know, I'll speak to the matter. And finally, he's information minister. I don't remember the last time he engaged us in the media, not his Sundays. You know, not his Sundays, us in the media. We have to meet him for his press briefing. He impaired that emergency. As he busan the questions, he impaired minister we are back. Now, so the fine boy Kojo Ponkroma, and the Englishman Kojo Ponkroma, we have to ask Kojo questions that under your watch as a minister, how well have you really equipped us as media personnel in terms of knowledge, information, and all those communities? How well? Apart from that, you know, as I saw Jibre, oh, not you maybe one ma, your boy Trima Yekano. It me a sutimity. So what I say, now it me jai, yes, see, near Casse, me see
authoritative
saying it because you see, enjoy you, mano. And Tina make us say, what Baba cut me off because there may be a young Casse, Juma, and I, and now we are the maybe a joke.
Oh, yeah,
yeah, me the maybe a trouble.
Honorable Kojo Ponkroma, Aquaba, let's say. Me adom yensu ye ho ye papa and as the spokesperson of government, you had cause to condemn the akoso ewedra in the Ashanti region. Is it based on briefing be about what actually happened, and I say media report I had to hear be
Mr. Fiti and Nura Anopa development no if he has National Security Minister nominating as the briefs kept coming in our payment in Marino police for it to contain a situation no provide the updated briefs. The assessment of such briefs nearby and any they are buying fan and no na pay many articulate here and we're binding and also na buying through the president taking subsequent steps instructing the minister responsible for the interior to conduct a public inquiry within 10 days and bring the reports and recommendations to central government for action to be taken.
And in the mind of the president, no, which form and as our public inquiry, no, it be taken.
The details of that, you know, the minister no issue those instructions for it, or the details no a bit to the jam, but I no pay after provide the updates to the president, no, the instructions as were given to the Minister for Interior, and known Linear Eugene editor out in a statement, you know, the details where it will actually take place near the Interior Minister will provide those details.
Now, on man say when you info say there might be some shake-up in the police hierarchy. Unim bibisa.
First of all, shake-ups or shuffles or movement of personnel. Something that occasionally happens. So I say a crampo might be from district level near there. It is a BCA enya there by wawa. Secondly, BCA enya there about publicly. So I am unable to speak to any specifics in that. But the idea is here if indeed it is something that is on the cards.
For you as the spokesperson for government, you know, so we share the SCO Ejra and the narrative around same. How do you feel as government spokesperson who would have to always come out and explain a buying position, what government is doing about Sanu? Maybe I can say it's become one too many under this administration. What can they find?
Something that is unfortunate and terrible. In fact, we follow a brief prayer. We described it as terribly, terribly unfortunate and condemnable. First of all, the initial assembly about Kaka, you see, Ubiko Tushen, so Ebro no mani pre-prior. Nunti Yokoda Hospital when ya Ayarisa Odani Bonkumso. That act in itself is terribly, terribly unfortunate, condemnable, is unacceptable. I was a police omo emom humaniso na omo yen hwehwemuma yehuni puma sibrententem. Neno anope nkoma edi en se yeti asese to be a police investigations edi mreka kransan yibi. Na so se sansem we bi konkon ho sene yetino na yentumi enhuni puma sibren yen fi wontem a e mai nyina yigidi a yewo ewo security apparatus no no ekofom. Tie wo se wonum emom homene so na omo etumi yen hwehwemu ententem mate se ne omo achi say ora kaka no ni nua ba ko omo susun se ono no ye prime suspects after almost starting investigations no also mutumi yen intentem na yetumi justice ema kaka in the first place. Then in the second place, you know, crowd and as a reports of crowd rioting, any crowd control measures are security agencies, you know, employ abra as they report crowd and rioting, you know. They are now matters that are subject of a public inquiry. I will see to me, no sumo. Na ubi biara one farm rakwanso entutu na namo was a you nasa switching be wa so. That is the feeling of government right now, and that is the feeling that we have tried to convey from Anope Ababisi Sabri.
And for clarity's sake, not just on the Nyoma leading to the unfortunate death of Kakano, and no public inquiry way meboa.
Mintia says that now, and say Kaka ewu no a matter of police investigation. I know an ongoing investigation that.
Okay.
Omachi in fact we crampo no enya ntia so omachi ono ani nua ba ko bi omususu se ono a prime suspect in sa asem no. So obehwe anope na busua through ni nua ba ko put out video bi say omo cooperate with investigations also about where and a Bruno
Asempa FM
and then see ya obi Bruno epra na etirokoda ni bonkum so nti omo mpese obi a de ne ho be 40 saa investigation na cost no cause say nyina yeti a bi mu pese omo etiki asem no say oye yen nipa na yen yasemo ana de busuafo no ne look out na wo no say entesa me did say when we mo video no any ade no. That investigation is being done by the police. It's an ongoing investigation and so much omunua ba ko enne on that matter say no kreso no na obu no pra no mani dani bonkum so ana de nti na obu no pra no mani dani bonkum so am said there were eyewitnesses kakra or provide information on that investigation. Then there is this report of crowd rioting, any crowd controller in response to crowd rioting, between police and military reinforcements that were called. The whole videos nibi. Cry 3 or 4 videos. Video be or be hono. And we are there. Soldier for the animal police for the will be kotono shoot maybe all shoot at the corner even though a crowd over the side. There's another video. And also will be a MC2 Akano. What of them? There's another video of youth in the HAC police van. Ebrona Bonia there. There's a 4th video of more attack shops being kicked out there. What is the sequence of events? Then is see Yankasa. Sabre say will be a Canadian.
Yeah.
But a day in see Yankasa. Na no question uncle for be to eba soldier for any police for no one na passing na omunkura na soldier for no etutu a kan bia na saa mani na no eno no mampani instruct interior minister say on conducted public inquiry into it within 10 days now for a whole report and recommendations emra mintia say asabre me wo eno no sente saa na say a different any clarification memo swati but intia say me wo of near me consulti the kaka suspected murder nini investigation the police for that.
Okay.
But rioting response to reported rioting and not necessarily a matter of
public inquiry no
or more baby fiasia inquiry. Very important to say you be because you see crowd control measures are there was say you to me a baby padisi we are see baby bebre wo hwa omonya problems with it baby so wo hwa omehun ne see wo Ghana ha say to the bia obehun na obi ani atu na obi ahwere ne nkwa but demonstration ye nyina ye right ye nyinara ye right to the bia sorry you see ye public deben ye call do want say walk do wa ye deben ye right do why you see ye demonstrate ye right every citizen it was say police for near soldier for in fact police for my bambo my to me a demonstration say bibi nti omususu say into me inquire o mra kwan o mofaso stop we na nsempo no so ne hu say
Asempa FM
obi ye ne demonstration ye ne right no nipa bonfo to me kokoshim no aye no ho agent provocateur create problems Toribia na koma police ni soldier for are reacting in a particular way. Sabi nipa say apema na mpim yenu na ekwa. Ni ni so nyina be fadwen cross e nyina ye kwa kodi boni sei. Ti nipa bonfo ba ko menu tumi be sei. Enu mpo ni fear. Kwan be na wo say police for and say o ma handle crowd control no. O mo ehwe e respond. Na sin cry terrorist abey. Ye very worried about what is happening in the sub-region no. We be tumi afrem. Obi hu apo a no aye bibi. Enti enumpo no kwan ben na bambo for no ombetumi aboa wono mo person o mo exercise o mo right na yama bomb ho ban crampo afi nipa bomfo ana terrorist or person obehye o mo ntem nti security arrangements around your right to protest near the no crampo no ni nyina we say etumi so be free no from their SC high but ni nyina now a matter of public inquiry we say yakum anope komo mampanima mene omani di so uti potokasa na say credible investigation and as a credible inquiry in betumi nya gidie wom na nkwa say obi pese okata bibiso ana bibiso and say no ntina as a subsequent on say the inquiry na say a public inquiry as has been put in the statement if I saw it right nti hona sabri yekoso ma ebusua no ma hwere adofo nyina yakọ na yekoso sere se yemma koma no mra fom Ekosiise On Asempa FM potem ho na yintumi enhu asem no ne poma sibrani ne ma yebesua wom e de akorenim.
Kojo me two questions near the about area. First one and is do I get the feeling or understanding say government reject the narrative kaka Asia na kwenshi wuo because or a member of Fix Ghana movement no and na ne nyoma bia or ye make government unpopular and nuntina amountfo bi kwato share so eku no aban reject sa narrative no
ebi mo so krampo aka say no ni MC no won tokwa enti almost suspect MC no
FM
ebi mo say na efie asem private efie asem fie ntokwa ene ma ni nua bi ekoto hye ne so a obo no prepare na ekire wanya ayaresa odani bonkum so to be some say narrative me mate be 3 or 4 narratives indeed so far briefs are here and there about 3 or 4 narratives are a woman but how do you know sabi me no kasaya at parliament nim wo to studio unim the only way I never find out is say or see in Nara like government is doing the pressure go police for no so say womunye detailed credible investigation so much in nia ba ko much in kophobia womunye investigation na yen get it to the bottom of it you say why and your first step secondly ni pakro here and what was the motive and the reason e ho na obi hu no kore no baby wa Asempa say ya obeti no heat bebre misusu say but
yeah but only me busa ask a question because say yeah kojo utemenka
yeah me too
yeah me busa ask a question because we hear even a cursory scan of the media landscape both traditional and social media the narrative are dominant and it's or a member of Fix Ghana movement and he's been murdered because the Nyoma be making government unpopular. You've heard that.
There's nothing wrong with that narrative. There's nothing wrong with me empty. Say no me nim. Say if you talk and ninu you got to share so a bone pra no makol asem buy nim. Say I'm pass on MC no and enya sem na oni obi o we mo ho na enya sem na we call by minim the other narratives are about Asempa FM so bia or na so be objective adwuma bia e bi tumi sa abre we de sense ne bo say e we as a matter of fact enu nti na ye nyina wo sisi abotre ne ye ma ye ni eni ahoden e di police for na chi so monye credible investigation and tend them first and important thing is why na ye Wanya ne ipo ye no insa so no mo say find out say what is his motive didn't no ye what's the reason you know you do that one and you one then secondly so say na me kind of routing na say mo see no I was say the proper sequence of events. Ubisa police for now, almost your Mumbai and ranted in Mebuno, Ebro, my boy near there. Ubisa soldier for now, almost say, Nanko 422 bomb. Ubisa youth never come home, almost say, Nashi in sea and a soldier for the police for no, started be a 2 bomb so. Until we be to me actually, the sea and me to me actually, Debbie, and until I was as I inquiry in the course. But we must be careful, say, and you say, Ibia bar, inquiry, in read that, and now investigation in read that. And until I say, no, Puti, Potocas or Mampeni, and I buy my trouble here. It's quick and clinical. There was some direct effort to know at finding what the specifics are and do it quickly. Na yintumi nipa bon for wom. Na because udi agra Asemka possible say na bi mo aka na possible say obi ade ni boni na ye de nkomo bi abefra nti bebia wo senke nyina ye ni di akire na ye follow forensic evidence ni di akire no don say ye de nkomo bi abekata ni nti afi da ye hu no me quick here to me.
Hello. Okay. Too bad. We might have to call him again after and wrap up your interview and twaso. Many Kojo upon my information minister and AD and come on the latest directives from His Excellency the President and Afe on one kasan so Sema Ujina Bain and name Eka Anope at the minister's press briefing. In the Anon Common AD area, there are still some angles to this story. Yebeshe na Yakom Ekosiisen so ni Asempa mo amutie and as a mo hwe on Facebook live Mr. Mo ebia wutie na sa wo ma Facebook abra na wo ba videos of the akoso ewe adwura ni nyinara enra ye exclusive videos na mo enenso yegusu a ye bi e de emamo. Yes, kojo na wanu gu asem so na line no ba. Yes.
Ehun hia si nyina ye ma eni liete ye ntai ono me be both the public inquiry and police investigation law. Now, there are some questions that was see bisa. Why and
because of public inquiry into because of public inquiry into I just want to read to you the Emil Short Commission report. Some of the recommendations are not briefly or say. The commission finds that the guns were not aimed into the skies, as the latter would have resulted in the bullets being ejected into the upwards before returning to the earth with a spent force. The apparent reckless abandon with which the SWAT team discharged their guns as a means of crowd control, which is indicative of poor training at best and intent grievously harm. An intent grievous harm at worst. It continues to say, the commission recommends that SWAT teams and police officers deployed to maintain the peace and order on electoral grounds must have rigorous training in crowd control, arrest, and perimeter security for both the ongoing electoral exercises and for any allied security issues that may emerge in an ancillary fashion. It goes on under operational 8.2, 8.21 or say, it is recommended that as a matter of urgency, the police and national security establishment develop protocols for the assessment and rating of intelligence received and subsequent deployment of missions, if any. Government white paper announced on some of these recommendations. So the government accepts the commission's recommendation in paragraph 8.2.1 on pages 56 and 57 of the report and believes that the implementation of this recommendation will boost the efficiency of national security. Deja vu, Kojo?
Is that what?
Me say deja vu. We've been here before. No, the commission recommended maybe and maybe we will not have a juror on our hands.
Well, as to whether or not those specific ones have been executed, and whether or not, even if it has been executed, it was the same officers on who it was executed, as in Kofoa training for electoral and other related matters, as are the specifics in this report. Those are matters of fact to me are interrogative. But without being prejudicial or going into it, you know. I think the important thing is you be more my inquiry, no. Na I gave you a clue, sir. It cannot be, sir, as a member na inquiry and na investigation. Na we na be oha in reader. Be oha some inclusive that. Be oha be we then it cannot be. And here say in this additional instance, you know, inquiry in Bekoso. Then afterwards, you know, whatever recommendations or findings, you know, in Sabekana I think that's the stage at which we are, without going into a litigation of the matter. But like I said earlier, no, yes, I'm a Bushia for Ashradi in a Juraman in a mom in a yako. Na munina mumwana yemfa ni one of my inquiry no echi speculation in the case idi echi a different narratives but you mean investigation no na MY my establish exactly what has happened.
Okay kojo me na se bibia ni ebesa ba bedin komobio why
Yamenka.
Yeah, that's a pa. Inti the Honorable Kojo Pon Kroma Ekasa Emma Abai, Information Minister of the Republic of Ghana. And Motesi no AD Komo. Enti said here on my indication and no one send be naka. But we say happy birthday to my beloved friend and sister, Mrs. Linda Apianima Abrokwa of Crops Research Institute. Continue to be a blessing to our generation. Guy G is in New York, in New Jersey. And
space, please.
Why they
on my briefing space? Baby, no. You shouldn't abuse some of these. On my briefing space. Or person be kai hu Ghana. Omra. Yeah, because you so you can hu and also kebi. You do can New Jersey. You can also kebi. Guy, Mr. Why is person bar? We are open. Well, Information Minister, be my mention about on Timmy Fakwan be as soon country police force among Harry in the investigation.
That's not Ghana for.
It's not what you see. That's the problem. You cannot force the agency investigative body to say they should put up that speed. No, say Obi. What control be what?
Yes.
See, because yam pass any abrasive. Usheni panikiti say within the next 2 weeks over and I say 1 month over responsible. No, elite anomudi ye adwuma ana ye pepa yensu kroma no hye be momo akasi ani ana betima momo harem. The police cannot do anything without your consent.
So public inquiry now say Interior Minister Enyano and on 10 days for report Emra but police investigation on the murder of Kaka and on the police for
so in those inquiries and all the
police investigation
is Obi media mesre it am say jai na yen kasa wi
yes
dey di kan mesre central for me no ka ho ene de obofo no azebozu ya djuma no ebo man eye man yi ya djuma no eka abusua bom etiti abusuam ya djuma no esiesie awade egu awade etibiribia ebenya akwanya na nti that even the good book says that ye wo ade nyina ho kwan but we should be mindful which means that there is a time for every kind of consumption bia ye bia no esese it must say if you monitor all media space across the length and breadth of the country, it's becoming horrible, very worrying. Some media houses jumping into conclusions
based on speculation.
Yes, some media houses putting themselves, forgetting about the sensibilities and the times that we are in. Yes, say, dinukre, say nyakukudro. Say can pepe yomu. Yanka say a fiafia ho. Yes, Misusu say, Debbie, your inferences are not the situation on the ground. You can infer, but let us know that is how you see the situation. But that is not what it is. Enti Obi, baby ayeduno. Let us demonstrate professionalism, caution, and diligence. Nessa central for ye duebu. Ye be space na maye. And then the media be on the crowd there. And then the social media.
Social media.
Yeah, and how come you want somebody to understand you? How come we are resorting to insults? Traditional media, social media, the best tool to correct this country is to insult people. Why? And they journalists, broadcasters should not have a certain exalted view of themselves. We should not. We are normal human beings. It is just by dint of a certain grace and privilege. Our responsibility is enshrined in the Constitution. Privilege. It doesn't mean that we should act recklessly. Any act of a journalist should inure to the bigger benefit of the people, not for a selfish interest or a certain grouping. Now the camera see obi so na odi nipa tem di mampenyatem di prospenyatem almost everybody as if they just went there and said busia for so say paran yakunu any de mampenye de IGP de a president de a party chairman de. Why? And that is the picture, the coverage almost all media houses. That's the coverage. That's the signal. So can't you take your camera away from somebody who is overhyping the situation to make that chaos situation turn into something chaotic? You put a camera and a microphone before somebody. In the heat of this, and no now better we are enjoying new copy breaking news. When if we don't take care, we will break and it will break on us. Because Yenima America, the first point of attack in this country, Pengu, if there's going to be any, is the media house and the media percent. We are at risk. We have to be very careful. Very, very careful. Very, very careful. Our partisan approach to issues, our sensationalism, our exaggeration, our blackmail, and all those communities. Any part of our professional requirement, we should be careful. If indeed we claim that we have Ghana at heart, it's high time Central for the all of us should be circumspect. So don't speak on matters of this nature, but speak with reasoning and act professionally. Because
my worry in this conversation, man, and it's sometimes we want the police to act, but we lead with a certain narrative. It compromises the work of the police. Because on the specific case of Kaka, the narrative out there and say, "Oh yeah, fix the country now, activist," and because of the bash, they bash it. If the police should come up with any other report contrary, apart from what is in the public domain, people might not believe it, and that is my worry. Because you limit the police in their investigation. Yeah, but because you see, the say ya busuani bi no ne won nsem bi na busuani na kwa kokono nipa bi no ne wo bibia nipa na kwa koye ne saa say police in the report ne ba pe omega say
Obi, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So step after step, if you're in Central from the war, we come to the point that yes, we've lost a precious life. In any case, how do you conclude? How do you arrive at such a conclusion when the investigative body itself has not put out such information? How? It is said you are investigating and say no. And we have contributed as in Central. We are always leading a narrative. It is majority, the vulnerable, or not so much as they call. It's an appeal, and it's a very serious appeal. This is one unique profession. Let us protect it because we are losing a lot of it. A lot.
The other thing in Superman, because after Kaka Wuono, Yes, the people in Ejorano may be unknown to them, omunim circumstances surrounding the death. Omu hero ena ewu. They poured onto the streets. The reaction from the security agencies now so a bit.
Okay,
yes.
Now let's get to any political party that is always in opposition in this country.
Okay.
In this case, fortunately or unfortunately, it is the NDC. At the point in time, it was the MPP.
Yes.
Who have to appeal to their conscience. The fact that you want to come to power, those days, no. The fact that you want to come to have political power in this country doesn't mean that we cannot stand to reason on matters of this sort. Now, Sabi, so your opposition member, now per power bar, Obampa as a Ghana Mwana, or distorted facts like this, Anna, who create a chaotic situation, Anna. And to all the political parties, because we not test your position life and they have misbehaved this way before. I will urge all political parties, especially those in opposition, that let us be principled in our beliefs. The politics of principle, that this one, it has nothing to do with MPP or NDC. It has to do with an investigative body, get to the core of this situation, and let's unravel. Because, Obi, I have a report here from 2013 up to this point. In the Volta region, a military man shooting 3 citizens in whatever. So this one, make it come out. This one, or my gun and him side, we don't get results. So people always enjoy committing these blunders and suicide.
Because the
politicians will take over.
And the police will be disabled.
Exactly. The politicians will take over and the police will be disabled. Then the nitty-gritty we miss it out. So this is a country where problem solving has evaded us, but noise making and unnecessary partisanship is the order of the day. Asempa see your say the first reaction of both political parties. Anyway, what? How do we arrive at now? If care is not taken, the inquiry, the investigation, all efforts by people to get to the bottom of this case, it will miss the line. Now, another incident. Another year now.
My other friend, and they say yes. In as much as we would talk to our political players to be circumspect, at every point in time, the mandate of the people is handed over to government. Fortunately or unfortunately, parties in the former government. And when that mandate is handed over to you, we should see the government lead on certain things. And back on anyway, because I watch videos now, especially, and we know on Nioma and Kaka no investigations should unravel what actually happened. And I think we should be circumspect. This thing about say or a member of a group B and our be let's hold on. And yes, sir, we compromise the police investigations. In the unfair nunsi. Now yama rioting na abano. And the reaction from the police and the military. And only problem and the America for hone say, oh man, it's a clear case of breakdown of discipline, especially amongst security forces.
Well,
and the honor, man, and be brain sujina the political will. Many kojodi in make kind except of a Milshot Commission report.
A prescribe a lot of things.
Commission,
I have it.
That is where we are now.
But the point is
the
that
commission recommend training, training, recruitment, crowd control, and government education. What did we do?
But that is why I keep telling you, say, as a man,
yes.
So Asempa say ya. Tell make us inquiry na for you now. Ebe she ni pe bin kra wanye careful ebufu. Is this not a prescription?
Yes.
Is it all we are now?
Yes.
What did we do to this prescription? Absolutely nothing. And you know, because just say, so we can't we them anymore. There's absolutely nothing new that is happening again. Okay? In 2013,
Ekosiisen On Asempa FM.
In July, a military officer in Zokpo, if that's the pronunciation, Southern District, Volta region, shot and killed 3 participants in a demonstration to protest unsafe road conditions. The incident is under investigation.
Really?
Okay, was it really? No more bebre, crap me. Just a bebre. Then it comes back to this one.
And also no more demonstration.
Demonstration acquire in your papa. Just see the trend so that you cannot link it politically. Police gunned down 2 demonstrators, others injured. Kumasi. So what I say. And this is me per date. 3rd February 2014. So Udeba, it has nothing to do with party politics A or B.
Systemic
and the system.
Problem.
That is why they got it right with the prescription they gave to us as a country.
Yeah.
That until we look at this prescription, and Sembe Basse and Sembe Choma could say, Ghana continues to lose because we are not solving the root of the whole problem. But ana kwabna kodi boneno yes say oye NDC ni nti boneno ana NDC for say kwabna ya NDC ni nti no wo be say mutata no ana wo be say mu say ana wo say obi MPP ni enti go obi MPP ni no ana ne dem wo asem nti wo part part what now say so clearly we always miss the point. We miss the point. Almost all the issues that has been discussed in this country, typical example is this 170 million matter. Omane Shritika. Na MPP first na basa no matter. Na NDC first na batwe no matter. Sikabia free system ni mana. Ghana sikabia free kwa. How do we avoid such occurrences again? Ghana is not bothered about that. Ghana is not bothered about that. As we speak now, ambulance no ko see ho no ma ka say agin sem no. Whether akoka ye fleet no and I akoka ye fleet no, we've gone to sleep. O share a Jura hospital na nipa da for my day a drip. Did they start today?
No.
What have we done consciously as a man to get ourselves out of some of these situations? Now to the youth. Now to the youth. And let me humbly and painfully appeal to the Zongo community. And this time, if the political parties are more reps,
Asempa FM.
The Nasara coordinator and the Zongo Caucus.
Zongo Caucus.
Yeah, Zongo Caucus. Yeah. And this is my good friend Nasiru. Anna Bakuno MPP. Come on, want to buy Aziz. I'm real feeling great. Oh, please. Has. So back to track. And all the Zongo community, they should be worried. Chief Imam, almost every occasion Obenya Biano encourages the Muslim youth. Don't channel your energies to Noma and beneficial to yourself, to your family, to Ghana. Why do we have to carry that perception that Sebi, when it is about the dirty jobs? There's a group of people who are supposed to do that. A Muslim can be, and it is, a president, an MP, one of the best footballers in the world, and all those a Muslim, in fact, a Zongo boy deserves the best.
There is a Zongo boy who is a Supreme Court judge.
Yes,
for the first time in
Ireland. A Zongo boy deserves the best. Minty Hausa, but inshallah, if the Zongos come to the point that enough of Yedia Yeboa and your papa, Yentimi nyo kuji amai at our expense for people to enjoy. Some of these things, just check it. Unfortunately, just check it. Why? We live with them. We know them, how good and forceful, hardworking they are. For how long would the community, Zongo community, continue to be vulnerable to politicians and their tricks and to society to do dirty works? For how long? Why Nankasa or Zongo community name? Nasiru. And I say Aziz Futa. Why Nankasa? On seeing the Zongo community shoot up more, I urge them. NTBB public me free Zongo abana. Yes. Why can't? So it's an edge to the Muslim community. Those Zongo na their time no say whatever no, to start reasoning and living up to expectation, because we have refined Zongo persons in Ghana's body politics, in the business world, and in sports especially. So we plead with them. We plead with them. Zongo does not mean fight. Zongo does not mean pull a gun or cutlass. Zongo does not mean that be a macho and you are a bodyguard. Zongo means you can also be a chief imam. Zongo means you can be a minister. Zongo means you can be a Supreme Court judge. Can be a Zongo lawyer. Means you can be the captain of the Black Stars. Zongo means that you can bring a shine to wherever you find yourself. It's an appeal. Not to the peaceful country I are destroying, especially.
Very, very important. I'm loving the how are you breaking your money down? Share all the relevant stakeholders who play a role in this. But let me speak quickly to the National Youth Organizer of the opposition NDC, the name George Opare Ado. He issued a statement a while ago on behalf of the youth wing of the NDC. Essentially, the Omo Kenyan say they've written officially to notify the police. Say Omo Babe protest in our country, and the protest, a protest to march, almost say a march for justice, demonstration and street protest. George Oparado and George, akwa bana pom to saying.
Yeah, Nyami Adoma will be necessary.
Nyami Adoma hoye papa. Na yensa kan statement no ebi a march for justice, a demonstration and street protest. March ro e akwa koma IGP. Specifically a day and amo pesa moye.
The come I'm in charge for Mutia. Na men Fragama, the Bruni after and Mary is Omoba Kaya, what dear friend of youth anthem and Ghana youth anthem. Arise Ghana youth. Today, the nation Ghana demands to be a devotion. And never a cost will include in mentally under no circumstances. And I say, when there is a protest or a demonstration, the course when not away Ghana was uncalled for, the military acted inappropriately. Now, because of Nema Koso previously, still are into one on 7 January, on 7 December 2020, we saw the same military personnel the Chiman South opening fire on innocent Ghanaians at Omukuomo. On 7 December, 8 Ghanaians across the country lost their lives because one or the other. Police needy, soldier needy, national security operatives needy, and discharging the weapon and man for this. All these deaths have gone
Ekosiisen On Asempa
That is what we are calling on. I'm ready to say I was demanding for justice for all these people that have lost their lives out of no fault of theirs. Their only crime was that they exercised our right, a constitution at the moment. The other one protest is so Ibrahim Kakeya Yikunu and the audience about people felt they are taking a government unpopular, and because of that, only expressing. The other issue is a culture of silence and intimidation. We cannot build our country like this. On 7 January 2017, His Excellency Nana Udakwa and in our quest to be citizens of this country. And yesterday, citizens. When people speak, you don't kill them. When people speak, today you cannot criminalize speech. Because or expressing it. We are asking that we need a better Ghana. Social contract now, the social contract is not to kill us. The social contract is to be able to express ourselves. That is what democracy stands for. So the difficulty and the danger is that all your life is at risk because when you criticize the government, anybody can take it upon himself and say, criticize about you must find a way of ending your life. We cannot allow this to happen.
But Pablo, that narrative, relative to Kaka Ewu, that is not the official position from a proper investigation.
Obi, we will not limit it to Kaka Nkwa. Former journalist, Abranche Manasa Unia, 1 year vigilante that it all happened to me. Professor Kakayo be into entity. Professor Kakayo be catch and say that's how it announced because the time was dangerous.
Asempa FM.
Pablo me pacho ahomani twetwesi tia hu ye kakama me pacho.
Na crisis me quite drunk, na
Oh, okay.
You do the say, not a drop shot more fun, but then
it's terrible. We might have to call you back. Now this time no way jina ye na fe ye timi no akasa nti twom ebesan afre will be na fe atwa so nti George Pariado ni din bebe na friend Pablo or a national youth organizer Edema NDC and mote say no edi enkomo. They have sent a letter notifying the police say omo baba beye protest. And the reason for their protest, and edi ho enkomo, and he makes the point wa chronicle near maybe a nunti omojina so aye protest. Almost the protest will follow these routes. One chapter will start from Medina, the other will start from the Accra Business District, the third from Osu, and the last from La Paz. Now Omunyina also would meet at the Jubilee House to present a petition to the President of the Republic, and to the Inspector General of Police at the police head office, and then to the Speaker of Parliament at Parliament House. And no any plans are the police for Ebeka while we wait for him to come back. No, Oman, now one
yeah,
yes.
I'll plead. I think a lot of us we have been misled by our feelings and our emotions because a lot of us going through the process of life is also becoming quite boring and a difficult task for us. They be American end product in our home. The Despites, the Ibrahims, the Kosiciums, the Kennedy Japons, you are just seeing the end product. Yeah. So why do you say they just jumped the queue? Let's start channel our energy. Nyoma eye positive. Those influencers na omugu amanono na omusi nyina sebi Jimmy or my Ghana no. They should come and help us. Because they have too much wisdom to rule this country. We know they sebi o rule off. So we cannot reason, we cannot think. They think about Ghana. So they should come from wherever they are. Join us in moments like this. And let's change the Ghana for us. And I urge the guys, Sebi, Obia a potential successful. You are what you make yourself to be. Because Obi also the success story, no. Obi quite one me to say dying crazy one now for Obi am to be. It is the quest to jump the stages of life to finally arrive to drive a Land Cruiser or a BMW. No, it's killing us. The kind of demands from our young ladies and our young guys is mind-boggling. You're 21, you think that Robert must sit down on Trasaco just like that. And you know, all your focus is that once you meet to order on Trasaco, it's just a Ghana hiding. How do we reason like this? And another horrible thing, on my Obi. We should be careful. On my obia interest geared towards becoming a politician. Doctors are drifting, teachers are drifting, nurses are drifting, engineers, whatever. Every profession biano obia move into that field.
Because they've bought into that narrative.
Yeah.
Say, hey, politician.
It's sad.
Very.
Shagana Mebu. I keep telling you about identity. The gatekeepers, they've gone to sleep. There's nothing like sacrificing for Ghana. It's so sad when you want to draw Ghana or describe Ghana. Gatekeepers, everybody is now belefu, nefu. Everybody, every profession. That's why we say the civil and public servants, no. We as I say, they are card one kasa ko horo akasha. Horo do na adwinem. Ya tonto abansa si nyina edi wonkara. Odi sika na ye die.
Asempa FM.
Itu nyini Ghana ho kakra. O nyini Ghana ho kakra. Odi so party ni betwa na. What check crown 8 years or 16 years, 24 years crown obi so betwem. So what are you leaving behind? In your party Ghana dey nyina all political parties. Party we kwa dey unyiri free menye yiye. Yeah, tuntonsa. Abansas, yeah, tuntonsa.
And I think Sa Newman kitten so na Nina Akabo.
Yes.
And then Ramitier, Dr. Enin of Kofi Annan International Peace, and he made the point, say, a frustration, no, and Akikabo Mami.
But we have all contributed
to that. Enra, I had an engagement with some youth on Unim Clubhouse.
Yeah, Unim Clubhouse.
Clubhouse, eh?
What's the meaning Clubhouse? Sport baby, I joined a baby continent. And I know now. What's that? What's that? No, I joined a baby continent. Yeah. But what is that? Yeah.
A social media app.
Oh, no more because I'm a mean, what do we wait for? I've nobody and questions. Oh, can't say, Mamma, because I'm a cousin, dear. Well, no, I could show about more to me now. Because he did was a club. Wouldn't say technical tell you, Adimami. Guapayomuno, and a Kusifaka Kai. We call Twitter education. Mediaco me de Binaimi. What do you Yakran one who bram a bread? Screenshot to grab on the crowd, bram and bread with them. Oh, as a club, my house. My medication, or there was no you. No, my medication.
I'm in a Pablo.
Oh, sorry, what's up? The club was up, Babaco.
Okay, yeah, Pablo. Where do you? That's all right.
Because of the club, I was maybe I'm sharing, sir. No, who is that?
Anyways. Pablo, not one who got Samson a line here, but in patch out to us. Yeah.
Yeah, cost for my ready to say, I was here think that you call correct Nabai. Nabai knows that the Ghana focus fix it. Not a call in the right direction. Because if it is not broken, you don't fix it. But the Ekosiisen On Asempa FM. The economy is broken. Education is broken. Healthcare is broken. Our roads are broken. Even our social fiber, moral fiber of society, are broken. And we can only call on government to fix it. If citizens are calling and asking, say, Abani Didia Sabi, and Yanhuna, any Dibo by, and I yet a Yanfan Kuntimba and Koburubi, Yan Kame Boswasam, and Senya, and Yanhuna, Yakatra, Okasa, Ubimundia, you don't build a country like that. And all these are the things that Abubo Buma and I say on the 6th of January, July, we will go out there in our numbers, protest and present a petition to Abano. Now, the way in Boston, we want a better Ghana. Ghana, you bring me Kofi Akwadami. Insecurity has become our bane. Apart from that, and then in roads, the Pia Nambia roads are bad. The system is broken, and we need Akufo-Addo and his government to fix it. We elected them to come and fix our problem. Yet, Obama buying some problem. Unfortunately, Akufo-Addo has become the problem of Ghana. His Excellency Nanado, and then Ababe problem. Almost every system in the country is not working. Akufo-Addo, we voted for a better Ghana. But on the 6th of July, come Tuesday, we will be out there in our numbers and we will protest. And we call on every well-meaning Ghanaian. We demand, the nation demands your devotion at this time, so that together we can all build a better Ghana.
Okay, inti model letter na come IGP no o maton sa fremo.
Oh, say then the call inti a treasure. I hear so about now there. It is just a notice to the police. They state you let some misconception now police one what other the impression they say some my permit no. The Lord has not said that the police must give us a permit. You see a moment 5 days. And then Tuesday. And then Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 5 days now. Tuesday we do our demonstration. So,
okay.
The law. And that is exactly what we are doing. It's in a court team, I will let them more so that they understand that this is what the law says. The law does not say IGP and our police, MI and permit.
Yeah, and your permit. And your permit. If they think they lack the personnel to protect you, they go to court on notice this time.
And they cannot go to court ex-party.
No, on notice.
On notice.
Yeah.
And then we'll be there to defend our action.
Okay. Pablo, you share what would happen in the next few days. But I can
assure them, say, whether they like it or yes, this demonstration will take place. So fix it for the normal numbers. The NDC as a political entity, there were over 6 million members in this country, and we will draw them out and we will protest and call for justice for their slain brothers. We will not let this be swept under the carpet like all the others have happened.
Yo, Pablo, that's Papa. George Opariado, national youth leader, Edema, opposition and
DC.
And Moten Kam.
Maza, me ma unfa hundi clubhouse. Who signal? Who telegram?
Me telegram.
Gaiji information. Ya mama yeah. Na gaiji asira ma bibi ya edo. Say you try up ring na brebe so oh kwabena. Na dey pa.
Me engage group beyond club.
Yeah. But next time you're careful. Who have not got club? Say the baby a be
Fanti United.
Okay.
That's the name of the group.
Right.
And Clubhouse is beautiful. When it say me start here a Drew open forum and we will question about because Obi introduce your mind to Clubhouse and next time if I saw me also.
Wow.
Mama who said it was a beautiful engagement. Okay. My worry again said the disillusionment in the youth, and these are youth made up of Ghana for where Bruchi and Omwe Ghana. One question about Kubusa Mene say, Obi, what does you hope ever Ghana mo? And you think you woman on no I was say a sign eba Ghana beboa. And I was like, I quoted for them this quote from Barack Obama, or say, against all the odds, those who truly love their country can help change it.
Against all the odds.
Against all the odds. If you truly love your country, you can help change it. And I thought it was a very instructive quote. There was a day to me, Emma Wong. And Enra, we had a beautiful conversation.
Yeah.
I am hopeful, so at least from the conversation, some level of hope in our country.
Okay.
So yes, there are challenges, and nobody will rule that out. But I don't think challenges need beyond us. I mean, we have some of the sharp minds you would come across anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And one thing I told them, they say, I am hopeful because there were a lot of problems.
A lot.
The problems can be turned into opportunity.
Exactly.
And I may share on the example of because and I know I can say youth now more business beyond per se about
yes.
Yes. Did you see the number of people and your businesses back?
A lot.
And the ideas people have?
A lot.
These are all problem solving initiatives.
A lot.
Because a one problem now with the solution and in turn you make money.
Yeah.
Where there are enough problems, I told them some of these examples, and I believe from that angle, not just to look at only the problems and define the problem, talk about the problems, and rather look at the problems, and find the opportunities in there. I bet me the solutions about, and also bet me about. We had a really good conversation.
Just like they've told you, introduce me to Clubhouse. Need a normal Clubhouse.
Introduce you.
Introduce
but
me.
You need an iPhone.
Oh, it's really Papa.
Oh, Samsung, also a Samsung buyer.
Yeah. Because
I don't know problem.
Obey install. I always install. I make sure somebody because my people Clubhouse meetings. I was maybe because of. Minister Mama Mona Basuna, the church is appealing to all church members. Prayer team, no, people who come in for change.
You'll be resisted.
You'll be resisted, not just
physically and
spiritually.
Yeah.
So what I say, me phone so. Na me won se nipa bi nim to na me chona yen kona nkochina. Let me caution those people na me chi no. It is always the best to go to the negotiating table to just say, oh, esan say A and B and D ntino akebia ye say kakra wa. But oh, ye sha say ye kasa wo ye boso no. Ene ne ene. And we will handle. Yeah, me see. Ukoji sa sika ni wie. No aka je say enya ba bi e betina. Yenye say. And people talk as if say Ghana your modia. We can all decide to also let Ghana be ours. So me pay baby and can pepper a joy for no because it's the one pepper. It's one of the finest places.
Cycle interchange.
Yes, what's you dance you? How can we build a country like this? It's a mess. Yeah, maminum, yeah, nananum, yabusia for. We are never happy that Yabeka said Monko Sana, what you say. But say Anshasian treaty in this case, Yankasa Monko Sao. Yes, Monko Share. Ebia baby amukosiana more one or two challenges. Let's continue to iron out those differences and settle proper, because it will benefit who not benefit the corona personal. Yeah. So I will encourage him. We the media now my boy channel pay a way pulling it down. He shouldn't listen. He should not listen. The papa be Accra. Bring back that Accra seminar ebeye juman. And so yeah. The enkoyia me anam ka che no mesa ba betraka misa wadaroma ahane pa de I think that there's a problem. How many people will get the courage on the party member? So we are as say now if you say mayor no name jobi gina was this is how we have to do to appointees. Because wakose no mirika o de be kwa koye adwuma ni nyina ho no o twe ne ho a no say
yeah. Yeah.
So I just say, I live and I urge every Ghanaian. It's on my way, no population census could be because I'm a miska. Me my own kind. No, yeah, ready and go mobile. What mammy sika, me kind. A de wa kauko. Mesre on these two notes. Obian koyani Ghana card. Obian koyani Ghana card.
Asempa FM.
Obian koyani Ghana card.
Very important.
Ne breno so a once anko kase asemfofro obian koyani Ghana card.
And Oman, maybe we would end with this now, Honorable Regional Minister. Let me inform your listeners. The Regional Minister in charge of the Greater Accra region is here with us in studio. Mo amoshe on Facebook Live, no, you would have seen him enter the studio. Watnase, yeneno ebedi enkomo enche afa the campaign to make Accra work again. And the Oman CID boss a press conference. Now Oma updates on some of the robbery cases, murder cases, and where they are with the investigations. Now Oma can simply be a mayem shame. Charlie. Now robbery gangs be the kind of ammunition they be num ikra. Masa M16 ne just enqualatio enya ti abofre na yenim ni bi
mesre obi unim mesre mekra no okeka asa no I was a bit worried on finding or more expertise in terms of bambo hunyama. But the times that we are in, it might be a necessary devil. It will also expose the kind of system that we have. In Ghana for sorry positively. Let's report to the appropriate quarters. Now I appeal to Minia Kuma National Youth Organizer for the NDC. The times that we find ourselves in, we should all help ourselves and tell ourselves that yes, we can. If we are, then we can start doing what is probably history. Because any bribia na ultimate bibia, the all cano, wanya careful. The beautiful country that we have. Ashesh asewe jura. Onyame hu ye mobo amayanso of yenyansa anya adwuma. Ebe wiechi no. Ebe nyoma bebre. We pray against any evil act biana befall us as a country, whether in opposition or in power. Pray that Ghana continues to be the Ghana and an improved version of Ghana. Now continue to be the model of Africa and probably the world. Intimidation obi. Now I sure also say league in the Kotokobeji, Matia Lutenka, also Kokika B. Honestly, if I will not mind anybody. Malam Sima Minkase P on Kotokomates. Timin Kasa. Oh, of course, you're jelly.
What can you do? What can you do? What can you do?
Maybe
on my hand, Quabinasant.
Many a friend of mine.
You miss your clubhouse.
Oh, Debbie, is it the show proper clubhouse?
Ekosiisen is Asempa 94.7 FM. The Greater Accra Regional Minister is here with us. And remember, Akwaba Nafi, Yatwaso Eddie and Komo. Honorable Akwaba, Bibi Aboko, dear.
Yeah, Benincasia. Unyamiadum.
Enti that's say Baba Bekayan you bedin komo bebre na afa we campaign to make our region work. That's the Greater Accra region. Etie for mestre mo muntie we ema metew me ba minister atnas yedin komo.
My dear, yes it. Ena de ma me misao. So do me pa. Me do papa me na da. Na wo hwe me suban pa na me nkwan de na me nkomo de. Ni nyina wom. Na so de di kan pa yo be de ya wo di mona soap ani mona cream. Asiesia ma ya fefe na hana. Me da say. Na me be de o mo hwe suban ansa o. Dabi me de me hwe screen ya fa ansa. Asakwa ba be hwe suban. Ene what can you say there? Me ni mona soap ani mona cream na e be wu o. Said the mona soap timi skin rashes ni akro na eyi pampan fi ni na mona cream timi sa propro ne ho a e ma chimwi fu brom e ma skin aya nwensen esa ye bokọ sa bofra de no oh do se de mi nyeja me ho
Asempa FM
mona cream siesie no me de be siesie
hey
mona soap ani mona cream na ne bon so nya de na buso yi de ene ya ho fe no me ma na buso ama o ele me so ma don sa o ma fu here mona soap ani mona cream enfre agbebe herbal center 020-813-0790 and 024-6595-256.
FD ahwehwɛ saa ejedi nkrato yi mu agye atomu sɛ ɛyɛ LPG I am from Eja Ehote nanso sɛ ɛho bɛte ama wo a agye sɛ wo de adi dwuma yie ansa na wo bɛso wo gya no hwea na hwɛ sɛ mframeja ho nka biara ɛngye hɔ sɛ wo te mframeja ho mpampa na buebue apono ne mpoma no nyinaa ɛba ne saa a mɛnso ana mɛnum biara ɛde enyinam ahoɔden ɛyɛ adwuma dundum eja biara a wasɔ wɔ hɔ na frɛ onimdifoɔ ma no mmɛhwɛ ma wo fa sɛmina nsuo gu mframeja tontruwa no ano sɛ wo hu ehuro a natural se etue ampa ta ehwe se droban na etwe mframeja no hu ntue na ta isesa droban no acha preko mfie mienu biara echi hwe se abri biara wo be soja no wo bepa wo matches ansa na waso wo stove hwe se mframeja ne ho asode no adum abri biara wo mfandi dwuma biara nkratoyi efri National Petroleum Authority aswe
Yara Ghana, ne famu nhyɛkyerana sɛ matumi atɔ me ametrata ɛnam sika menye free me harvest mu afi nti Yara beta papa no miura yes or no
afei na yɛbɛyɛ sikafoɔ pa
yɛsɛ nyɛ sika bia ɛda mutiri nko yɛti dase okuani bia da yɛso na abɛ mu amamu no na me nso me de ne matumi adu sam pɛmpɛnso wei sɛ wote sɛ meka Yara beta crop lift bow ai ɛyɛ foliar fertilizer ɛwɔ nutrients ɛte sɛ NPK ebi zinc ne boron ya ebuama enobaye suyi
wobetimi de Yara Vita egugu crops ahodo te se tomatoes meko mango ekutu ni cereals so
me wife kura ni mu
Asempa FM
wo huna enye ya wobetimi de afra agrochemical foforo e de boss spray age herbicides any weedicides pe enenka ho wo Yara Vita se de be ya fertilizer no kura betimi awura leaves anasa haba no nyina mu amobia ayi na dwuma yie
na menye bia to wo he
wobenya Yara Vita crop lift bow ewo accredited dealers Ghana for Nanyina. Dodo Afre Yara Ghana 0302 779 854.
Las Palmas. Se die obia giatum se beduan papa a den na wode wom dia Las Palmas Food Center enfinhie duonu ni 20 years and Las Palmas Food Center some Ghana this year. Las Palmas Food Center ewo nuane bi te se fufuo omutuo abesie ene Ghana nuane bebre wo mo sanso wo enkwan pa bi te se aponchi nkwan ebunabunu nkwan papa bi ene pie keka ho emu be na wo pe jollof wache fried rice ana plain rice ubenya bi ewo Las Palmas Food Center shisha Las Palmas Food Center achimota enkrane nsanwam kwantempo no so La Paz Dansuman Circle Accra Central Madina Kabeshi Abeka Sansona Kumase Las Palmas Food Center ewo Adum Pampaso Asafo VIP Anasetafo Fre 0572-291-558 and 0244-233-341 Las Palmas Food Center Adriana Papa Fee.
The UEFA Euro 2020 is kicking off, featuring the best of the best. The Sergio Ramoses, the Ronaldos, the Harry Kanes, the Mbappes, and of course you, the super fans. From Friday the 11th of June to Sunday the 11th of July, you can watch your favorite stars battle it out, match after match, to be crowned kings of Europe. The UEFA Euro 2020 is anyone's game. Get and stay connected to DSTV to watch every game live on SuperSport or on the DSTV app.
Hey, it's me pan and me kita mi amike. Ecobank me damase.
Shy, cow and yo.
Oh, say Ecobank, yeah, cruising.
Monsu bet me cruise wo wankasa ukem. Esani Ecobank Auto Finance Package inti. Koyen cardless ahudu PI no onye adwuma bebia. Yika eda wakoma so. Say a new car, say ye second hand. Ehwa ye mouse special discounts. Ecobank side nhihye pa be boa mo etua ka no kanyina. Ye mount interest rate ani boa from cry, ebe brim weni so. Oh, so when your accounts work bank and money how cry. Sa kwenye da homo bia. Entien so saka no ho dae keke. Abebu awie. Preto free 0800 003 225. Anasa kwa Ecobank nkra bata bebia na busa Ecobank Auto Finance Package. Ensise kakra wo ho. Ecobank, the Pan-African Bank.
Ensuo mankwa, ensuo yenkwa. Nom Awake purified drinking water. Abudun swa eye krojin. Ensuo ne ma wa hodede tena ho abribia. Kai se Awake bottle ba ku bi a wo beto no. Ye sika kakra de kon National Cardiothoracic Center. Awake purified drinking water. One for life.
For bulk purchase, contact 0262 351 251.
Enkratoi MD ahwehwemagia tumseye. Enyo!
Ah, honey. It's office unkuwa na unim Aquataps Food Safe na. Tell adninu ya ba udi
Asempa FM.
Aquataps Food Safe. Ana medoro ho. Asana wedio.
Omo sanso Aquataps water purification tablets. Omwa omode ebulu munsuo, efom nsuo, suru nsuo, ene nsuo a ehonte ede ye wonda ade adwuma a emfa ohaw bia embre. Onsan kwada yi so dwuma pomudin so ehia ye pa.